Dr. Arne Vainio, we just watched a film called Walking into the Unknown. It's about men, specifically Native American men and probably men everywhere, that don't look after their health as they're approaching middle age. What got you to do this? Why did you become more studious about this stuff?
I guess the main thing is, I had to stop looking at this as just me, and I had to do this as a father and a husband. So I have a family history of diabetes, stroke, heart disease, suicide, alcoholism, and all the same things that most of our patients have, and a lot of Native people have those in their family history. So people weren't coming in. These guys weren't coming in for the screening things that they needed, and it didn't take me very long to realize that I was doing the same thing. I was hiding from those things, and I just, I wanted to, as long as I was going to do this, I wanted to show people that it wasn't such a hard thing to do, that it wasn't such a big deal to have those things, and to show what those procedures were. They're mysterious and scary.
One of the moving scenes for me was the Saturday morning at the breakfast place with your son.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was preceded by a visit to your father's grave.
Mm-hmm.
And when I interviewed Jason Schlender, he talked about the same thing. How important it is for us to tell our sons some of these stories.
Mm-hmm. And, for me, I bring Jacob and any of his friends that want to come on Saturday mornings, and we have breakfast, and we just hang out together, and we just do guy things. And, I want them to know that they can, that they can always trust me, they can always depend on me, we'll always be friends, we'll always be together. And I also want, to intervene. They're getting to an age where they're looking at, girls are smiling at them, and a girl sat on my son's lap, and, I want to stop any disrespectful things before they start happening. So, and it's easy to fix early on. I mean, it just, one disrespectful comment from those guys, and I can just say that, that's not a good thing to say, and it's fixed.
What are the main teachings that come from this work that you've done?
The main teachings are, showing what these procedures are, showing what the screening process involves for diabetes and high blood pressure and cholesterol and all those things, and what changing that means, and knowing that people can change. You can change things, you can prevent diabetes. People don't have to get diabetes.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Can you tell us a little bit about when you were growing up in the area?
Well, I actually grew up not in the Duluth area. I grew up about 20 miles south of Net Lake, up in northern Minnesota. So really small area. But, we grew up with alcohol as just a part of life. And, alcohol and all the fighting and all the stuff that came with it, we just thought that was normal life. And it doesn't have to be that way.
Kids today can't believe how much... I'm pretty close to your age, and my kids have a hard time with saying, "Oh, you guys grew up in the dinosaurs and all
Mm-hmm.
this," but it was rough back in those days.
It was rough.
In the 60s, 50s.
It was hard, and we didn't have indoor plumbing and all those things, and things that we really take for granted. I'm still to the point, even though we've had hot running water for years and years and years, but every morning when I turn the faucet on and hot water comes out, that's amazing. That's the coolest thing.
This is Nick Vanderpine and Lonnie Barber reporting for Indian Country TV.